Hi there folks, my name's NovaWrap and welcome to the NovaWrap, your one-stop location for your simulation release news and goings on from the week that was. So here we are on Sunday the 11th of November 2018 for another exciting episode, and we are going to jump straight into it with a release from the guys over at Latin VFR, with them releasing their updated version of their Santiago airport scenery. So this is their prepared V4 exclusive update for this scenery. Now this is for the Comodoro Arturo Marino Benedizzi International Airport, and I'm sure I've made a hash of that, which is of course Santiago's main international airport, and one of South America's most busiest. Now this airport comes through, as I said, this is a reboot or an update of the original Latin VFR product that was released a couple of years ago for FSX. Now, this version has actually been done as a complete rebuild from the ground up. So they've actually gone through, and not only have they actually taken the airport as it appears now, because the airport is actually in the middle of an actual a major revamp and rework at the moment. So what they've actually done, they've actually gone and taken the plans of how it is expected to be completed once it's at the end of its upgrade, which is scheduled for 2020. So they've actually gone through and used all the terminal buildings, both the ones that are currently there and the ones that are actually currently being built. So it's a bit of a mixture between what it currently looks like and what it will look like in a few years' time. So a bit of future proofing there as well. Now they've come through with a very highly detailed 3D modeling of all the airport buildings, as I said, according to the master plan expected to finish as of 2020. Full implementation of SODE content, including SODE jetways, full custom animated windsocks. And runway lighting is also controlled by SOD as well, where they'll actually turn on automatically during low visible conditions or rain or meteorological conditions. Very highly detailed ground polys and ground textures as well. Full implementation of prepared night effects and dynamic lighting effects have included as well. Also included is a selection of photoreal scenery for the airport vicinity and much of Santiago itself, which is always nice to have, as well as including some photoreal of the nearby mountains ranges as well. Come through included with this as well is also a high detailed HD terrain mesh for this region of Santiago and the Andes mountains nearby as well. So there's a lot you get with this one. So definitely very much a major, as I said, it's not just an update of their previous product. This is a complete from the ground up overhaul. Now, if you are a new purchaser for this one, so this is a prepared V4 exclusive, you're looking at paying around about $25 for this one. If you do own the previous version, they are still offering an upgrade price. You are looking at paying around about €20. So it's not a huge saving, but there is a bit of a saving there. But as I said, you are essentially getting a completely brand new product from the ground up. So if you want to pick this one up, it's available from SimMarket or your favorite flight sim retailer, available now. In another prepared V4 scenery release this week, we saw the guys over at Aerosoft release their very much hinted at Cologne Bonn professional airport scenery this week. So this is in their words, the most highly accurate rendition of Cologne Bonn Airport, currently available for any flight simulator. Includes full high fidelity 3D models of all airport terminals, buildings, and other airport facilities. Full implementation of interior terminal modeling as well has been done, and full implementation of high-definition textures and photoreal textures have been included as well. This also supports full animated jetways, both standard ones as well as implementation of SODE animated jetways as well. Full support for all prepared dynamic lighting and rain effects, and multiple snow and rain effects as well. Included are seasonal textures and variations of the models, both of the ground service equipment and the scenery models and the major airport buildings as well, to support your preferred time of year. Also included is animated service vehicle traffic and animated ambient passengers in the terminal as well. So there's a lot going on here as well. Custom animated windsock models included. Again, also great to see that they're supporting a whole slew of photoreal scenery, seasonal photoreal scenery, for not only the airport immediate surrounding, but the surrounding area of about approximately 1,000 square kilometers nearby as well. So including most of the town of Cologne, so the city of Cologne. So that's pretty awesome. You get a lot of bang for your buck is included with this one as well. So yeah, as I said, it's been one that's been, and it's coming in for a fairly reasonable price as well for the amount of bang for your buck you're getting there. So coming in for the airport scenery, about $30 or your original equivalent, available now from Aerosoft or your favorite flight sim retailer. In another prepared V4 release this week, the guys over at A2A have brought their continue bringing their content over into the prepared V4 world by bringing their AccuSim P40 into prepared V4. So previously only available for FSX, it is now been brought across into prepared V4. Nothing really majorly new with this one. It's just simply being now compatible with prepared V4. Now, probably the only major thing that is new with this one is that they have implemented all of the dynamic lighting effects have been included, including dynamic cockpit lighting as well. So that's all been included. Otherwise, as I said, pretty much the same P40 that we've seen for a number of years. Again, unfortunately, it appears that there is no update path. If you are an existing owner of the FSX version, you don't seem to appear to get a discount to be able to upgrade to the new version, which is a real shame. And again, A2A has to continue their standard policy of charging a different price based on whether you are getting the prepared V4 academic or prepared V4 professional version. Again, not going to get into a discussion about which version people should be using. However, you are looking at a $30 disparity between the two price points, which quite frankly is a bit much, because in case you don't know what any, as I said, there is zero difference between the academic and professional versions, except there is except the license terms and conditions for who can actually use it, and the fact that you get an academic watermark on screen for the academic version. So very, as I said, not surprised that A2A has continued with this separate pricing, but very disappointed by the sheer disparity of the price point for this one. So, but if you, I wanted to pick this one up, this one's available either direct from the A2A Simulations web store or from your favorite flight sim retailer, available now. Sticking with the ESP platforms, but moving to the FSX Steam Edition this week. So we saw the FSX Steam Edition, what appears to be an exclusive release, actually. Again, following on from the one we saw, which was First Flight Airport we saw last week. Flight 1 Software have brought out Steamboat Springs for FSX Steam Edition. So Steamboat Springs is a city in Colorado, which is very much well known for being a winter ski resort destination. So would work very nicely with some of the scenery, I'm sure. Things such as Aspen would work very well this one. So this includes, the scenery includes a full highly detailed, high resolution and fully accurate 3D modeling of the airport at Steamboat Springs. Also includes the township of Yampa Valley, as well as the city, Steamboat Springs city itself, and the steamboat ski runs are included as well. So we're looking at over 63 kilometers of custom photoreal terrain, over 400 kilometers of handcrafted land class for accurate blending to surrounding material as well. Over 5,000 buildings have been included with here, as well as a variety of hand-placed custom details, and custom landmark objects has been included as well. So a lot of detail gone into this one for that one as well, and also including seasonal variations of the photoreal for the surrounding area as well, which is great to see. So yeah, not only do you get the in summertime, you also get it in winter, where a lot of people will be coming in for their ski flights. So as I said, this appears to be a Steam Edition exclusive, coming in at $5 US, or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. Moving out of the ESP platforms and moving into the world of X-Plane now, the guys over at VMAX, which is a developer combination of some of the team members from Flight Factor and Step to Sky, have rebooted their Boeing 767 Professional product with their Professional Extended Upgrade Edition. That's a mouthful and a half, that really is. Alright, so basically this is considered to be the absolute most accurate, detailed rendition of a Boeing 767 you can get anywhere. That's not an actual sort of, actual pilot flight simulator. So this is, as I said, originally released as the 767 Professional. This is an upgrade to that option for you if you do want to grab it. Now, if you are a new user, you're looking at coming in at $92. If you're an existing user, there is an upgrade price of $20. Just looking through the same store account. Now, what this includes, this Pro package now includes 3 versions of the 767. So the 200 ER with the Pratt& Whitney or General Electric engines, the 300 ER with Pratt & Whitney or Rolls-Royce or General Electric, and the 300F Freighter with, again, Pratt & Whitney, GE, or Rolls-Royce engines. So that's a pretty cool set of options coming through here. Now, not only that, this is also officially licensed by Boeing. Now, the part that I do kind of like about this one is the fact that they designed it to work with a variety of users. So if you are a person, and I hate using the term, but if you want your study level sim where every single switch is supposed to be done, everything has to be done by the book, you do have that option as well. You have that option. If, however, you are more of a sort of just getting your feet wet in the terms of your flight simulation career, or just wanting to go through and actually sort of see how you go, or actually learn the systems, it offers a quick start mode, which is basically everything's powered up, ready to go, but it also offers a tutorial mode, which essentially is like an interactive, will actually sort of step you through the checklist, and of course there is a fully interactive checklist and auto helper features as well. So a lot coming through in here. Fully updated and fully perfected flight model has been included with this one. Full support of VR modes has been included as well. You've got a pop-out EFB style checklist included as well. Full modeling and implementation of the professional flight management system and EFIS system has been included as well, including dual FMSs with 2 independently working CDUs, triple IRS symbology generator, and everything, all that kind of stuff included as well. So won't go into too much detail. Check the link in the description down below if you want to go into detail, but needless to say, it is absolutely insane the amount of detail these are going to for this one. So, and coming in for a price that's, compared to their ESP platform competitor, is not that bad. So yes, if you are wanting to pick this one up, as I said at the start, if you're a new user coming to this one for the 767, you are looking at $92 or thereabouts. Sorry, $92 for the new product. If you're an existing owner of the 767 Professional and want to go with the upgrade version, you are looking at a $20 upgrade price, so not a bad upgrade price for that one. And this one is available now from the X-Plane.org store. Continuing on with X-Plane releases this week, the guys over at Skyline Simulations have released their latest offering for scenery with the release of Aviosuperficie Alvaro Leonardi Airport. Again, I am sure I've absolutely butchered that name, I have, because apparently it was a soldier who was awarded the Medal of Valor in the First World War. Now, this is a sort of GA domestic air, sort of GA tourist style airport that is located in Umbria, which is just north of Rome, and is actually used as sort of a stopover and for many joy and sort of joy flights and sort of exploration flights to actually be able to see through some of the beautiful wonders of the Italian countryside. Now, this is sort of very centrally located, sort of as I said, very close to both Florence, Rome, and the island of Elba. But it's also close to some beautiful natural scenery, including the Tuscan Hills, Lake Bolsena, Lake Trasimeno, the Gran Sasso National Park, and the Marmore Falls. So there's a lot of stuff going on here as well. What's some of the interesting things? As I said, this is a fully highly detailed rendition of the airport and the surrounding town. So you get the full accurate rendition of the Turney City with its industrial areas, including custom design building, custom points of interest, including hotels, banks, stores, and other associated church buildings that are iconic of the area. Full implementation of high definition 3D modeling, high definition custom textures, and full use of PBR materials and ground reflections included as well. It also includes night textures as well, and a full high resolution custom terrain mesh for the airport and surrounding area, and a custom photoreal scenery for over 7 square kilometers of the surrounding area as well. Also includes some helipads and also ground traffic, animated vehicles, and hangar doors that you can actually control as well. So there is plenty for you can explore with whether you're a low and slow prop flyer or you are into the more rotary wing stuff. This is all available now from the guys over at Skyline Simulations, either direct from their web store or from a favorite flight sim retailer available now. Sticking with flight simulation, but moving to something a little different this week with the release from Aerosoft of Police Helicopter Simulator. So this is kind of an extension of the sort of police simulation, like as the Autobahn, as a highway patrol simulation they do another police simulator and a firefighter simulator they do as well. So it's sort of an extension of that. So this is a rendition of a Eurocopter EC-135. Operating out of in police colours. Now, this opera is primarily designed to represent the one operating with the German police forces. However, it does also support English language with an American colour scheme and an American sort of style setting as well. You have a large interactive game world with over 20 points of interest, as well as a fully dynamic town, a full dynamic day-night cycle included as well. You've got two sets of flight dynamics for the helicopter. Although the external model looks very, very good, the internal model looks a little bit rough. There's two sets of flight dynamics in there, one for beginners and one for advanced helicopter aficionados as well. Includes over 50 missions, as well as a variety of stations and voiceovers have included as well with this one as well. So a really interesting sort of simulator here. Definitely, as I said, it's sort of one of those sort of standalone, more accessible kind of things. I'd be intrigued to know if anybody does get this and you are a helicopter fan. It would be interesting to hear what you guys think of it. I said I'm not a huge frantic palm tree flyer, so for me it's all a little bit different. So I'd be interested to hear what you guys think of it. So, but otherwise, if you want to pick this one up, this one's available either direct from the Aerosoft website for coming in at $20 or for the same price available now on Steam. Moving back to Skip Simulation, moving to ground level with the guys over at Train Simulator releasing their latest release the latest release this week of the Deutsche Bahnhof, the 407 ICE 3 electric motive unit. So this is part of the Train Simulator Pro range. So Designer has a very authentically crafted and created rendition of the ICE 3 trains, which are the absolute state-of-the-art high-speed units available in Europe, with capable of reaching and exceeding over 320 kilometers an hour in their cruise, which is just insane. It really is. It's a wholly detailed rendition of the train, including it boasts custom 3D modeling of internal and external models as well. Full implementation of the driving cab system as well, with all major systems are modeled in a prototypical format, including complex regulation systems and renditions of the AFB and LZB, prototypical PZB 90 version 2 system, full implementation of a CFA safety systems, full use of magnetic brakes as well as pantograph sparks and braking systems as well. Fully interactive hatches both at the front and rear of the trains. Includes a variety of voiceovers for spoken system announcers and various other interactive elements of the cabin as well. So pretty, again, highly detailed. As usual, fully compatible with Steam Workshops and QuickDrive compatible as well. It does also include 3 career scenarios as well, which are designed for the Frankfurt High-Speed Frankfurt Karlsruhe route. Now, if you are a new purchaser of Train Simulator 2019, or purchase the upgrade, or either ways have purchased these routes separately, you will need to have done that to be able to get access to all 3 of those scenarios. So if you want to grab this one now, it's coming in at a pretty standard price for a professional edition trains for this one, coming in at $20 or your original equivalent, available now. And sticking with with sort of ground transportation, the guys over at American Truck Simulator have released a interesting piece of DLC this week in terms of their special transport DLC. Now, for this one, the one that really caught my eye with this one is one of these special cargoes that you can actually sort of carry in this one is a Chinook, interestingly enough. But basically, this is sort of to go to, because many of the very large trucks, of course, get to haul very large exotic cargoes from one end of the world to the other. So this renditions gives you a feeling and a taste of that by giving you 11 huge cargoes up to 85 tons, with some going up to 21 feet or 7 wide, 17 feet high, and over 52 feet in length. There's some insane stuff there. You get some custom special transport trailers for each of the different kind of cargo units that you're going to be able to have. A variety of different unique job routes for this system to come through, both through the New Mexico, Oregon routes, as New Mexico routes at the moment, with also additional ones as a free update coming for Oregon coming out shortly as well. You've got over 90 special transportation jobs included, your full new implementation of updated AI behavior, and custom AI escort and police vehicles have been included here as well. So a lot of stuff coming through here, a lot of interesting sort of update to the mission system coming through here for American Truck Simulator as well. So if you want to pick this one up, this is coming in at a really good value with this one coming in at $5 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. And rounding out the simulation release news with this kind of quirky little title, this one. So this is Simple Rockets 2. Now, for anyone who knows me, I am a big fan of Kerbal Space Program. I love it. I've been around it since very early on. Love my KSP. Simple Rockets is basically takes the KSP idea, but makes it sort of... I don't want to say dumbs it down, but what it does is that it sort of, one of the things about KSP is that there's just so much stuff with it, which is great. It really is. It's got options. But you often spend more time sort of tweaking stuff and trying to find the right mod and trying to find the right stuff to actually be able to work it. Whereas Simple Rockets 2 just basically goes, here's a smaller number of parts, but here's an easy way to be able to just mess with those parts and actually sort of custom stuff as you go along. So yeah, it's designed to be a lot more accessible and also a lot less resource intensive than KSP. So KSP, as amazing as it is, especially in its current iteration, if you've got to start putting a few mods on there, it is insanely resource hungry. So Simple Rockets Designs is actually, if you're running something that's maybe not as resource compatible, as resource sort of resource rich, then Simple Rockets 2 may be the one for you. Coming in, so this one's coming in at it's just released into early access. Normal price of $15, currently on a launch special of $12.75 or original equivalent, available now on Steam. And with that, folks, that does now round out the NovaWrap for this week. Just a quick notification, though, folks, that there will be no NovaWrap next week because I will be off. I'm heading off to Mexico. In fact, as this episode goes to air, I will be in the air somewhere over the Pacific, heading towards Mexico. So I am heading off to challenge myself once again, and in an attempt to complete my first Ironman triathlon. So I have next Sunday I have a date with 140.6 miles. So I am slightly crazy, I have no doubt, but hopefully I will get through it safe and sound. So hopefully I will be back in 2 weeks. If you wanted to stay tuned with my progress for that, you can keep an eye on my vlog channel. The link is in the description down below if you'd like to, folks. Alright, folks, well, that does now conclude the NovaWrap. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget, as always, to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos and want to see more. And of course, as always, you can catch up with me and all the things I'm up to between videos by finding me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. Alright, folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.